Hey everyone, another episode of Birthday Cake TV for you today. Got a really interesting subject that I'd like to talk to you about today, which is in regards to circumstances surrounding your life at the time you make the decision to adopt the lifestyle that is low carb, high fat. And it's something that I have spoken to many people about in regards to jumping onto the lifestyle. Some of these have been people who've been thinking about using my services as a coach and ask me if I think they're ready to onboard. And one of the things I think you need to look at in your life at the starting point of all of this is because there's a lot that's going to come at you fast and furiously. The thing you really need to take into consideration is, as much as you want to commit right now, are you ready? Are you able to commit? Are there things going on in your life? Are you moving house? Have you just started a new job? Are you about to do some traveling? All of these circumstances around you, are they there? Are they going to be a distraction, and what part are they going to play on it? And my advice to people in that situation is, if you think you can handle it, and if you think that it's something that you really can manage, both a new lifestyle plus potentially a new career, whatever it might be, a stressful project like moving house, something that is going to pull you in directions that you might not be aware of at this moment in time, because let's face it, nothing ever goes to plan. If you think you can handle that and you think you can manage that, then yeah, absolutely. But my feelings on the whole situation are, and when I've spoken to people about this, is you've really got to be able to commit and give yourself every best chance of succeeding on this lifestyle, because once you throw yourself into it, and you do, you will succeed. That is an absolute promise. It will happen, regardless of what you feel or what you think. I was the world's biggest skeptic when it came to low carb, high fat, and here I am today, coaching, talking about it regular basis, talking to you right now. And all it takes is that leap of faith and that commitment from you to absolutely put yourself into it. And the reason I say to some people maybe now isn't the right time is I look for certain things. And when I'm talking to somebody who might be considering, this is a lifestyle that they're looking into, and they're interested in losing weight and being much healthier and in a better state of mind, first and foremost, I look for excuses. So if people are saying to me, yeah, I'd like to do this, but at the end of the day, the but is an introduction to what is an excuse. And excuses can't really cut it when it comes to changing your lifestyle so dramatically. There is a lot when you onboard to low carb, high fat that you have to learn, you have to research, you have to take on and make part of you and become part of you. And it can be quite overwhelming, it can be quite confusing, and you're going to have a lot of questions. And when you're not in that right frame of mind, it's very easy to say, this isn't for me. Truth being is, I think this is for everybody. I just think you need to realize that it's for you, and you need to embrace the fact that it's for you, and you need to give it that attention that it so rightly needs from you and deserves from you. If you're going to make a success of low carb, high fat, you absolutely have to give it your 100% commitment. So I do. I look for excuses, and look, some excuses aren't excuses. They're actually very valid reasons why it isn't a great time to onboard. And sometimes people make these decisions for themselves, but sometimes, again, they need that decision making for them, and I'm happy to do that. So if you're in the process of changing jobs, or you're in a stressful situation in your life at this time, and you can't give it your 100% on low carb, high fat, I would advise you keep doing your research and keep looking into it, but really you need to be in a perfect position distraction wise to onboard. It needs to be something that when you commit, you do it for yourself, you do it 100% for you, and no other distraction is going to drag you away from that. So if you're planning a wedding, it's not a quick fix to losing weight. Ketosis and low carb, high fat are not quick fixes. So if you're going to a wedding, you need to get into a suit or a dress, you looking for a quick fix? No, absolutely not. Because really the whole thing in the media around low carb, high fat at the moment, and keto, which is becoming a real buzzword in the media, a lot of negativity around it concerning it being a fad diet. There's nothing fad about this, and I cannot stress that point any more than it really is not a fad. It's only a fad to those who on board and then decide it's not for them. And you get a lot of people who on board and don't know how to do it correctly. They look for advice in social media groups, and sometimes they don't get the best advice, or they get set upon. And I've talked enough about that. But it is very confusing. It can be quite distressing and hard time to adapt to a brand new lifestyle when you've lived your life for so long. But it is not a fad. Absolutely not a fad. And anybody in the media who says it is, come and find me, come and talk to me, and I will set you straight. It is not a fad. What it is a lifestyle that's going to give you health benefits, a lifestyle that's going to improve your day-to-day living, and it's going to give you such a clarity of mind that you're going to be able to jump up and record videos just like this and have some fun with it, and you're going to be able to help others. And that's what it's about. It's a community, and there's a sense of community around it, and that's what I'm all about. So I'll happily tell somebody not to on board. I've done that with several of my clients, and they've actually come back to me and said, no, you've shocked me into actually understanding this even more, and I do want to do this, so I'm going to do it right now, and I'm happy to do that. So is it a well, no, first and foremost, again, not a fad, absolutely not. And I will take argument with anybody who suggests that it is, because I'm getting a bit carried away here, but it really, really annoys me. It is a tough switch to make. It is confusing. There's a lot of education that's required. There's a lot of researching. There's a lot of learning about oneself as well. You've got to be able to do that. So if you've got distractions in your life, whatever they may be, that are going to take you away from fully concentrating on what you need to be focusing on, then I would advise you not to do it. If, on the other hand, your excuse is, I don't have the time, or, well, I've got a party that I'm going to in a few weeks, or, I've organised this, or, then I'm sorry, but they're excuses. And you're using excuses to delay. And that tells me you're not ready either. So really, you need to be able to assess the situation you're at in your life. Can you cope with taking on a brand new lifestyle at this point? And I think anybody who can reach that decision on their own is going to succeed in this. But when they make the decision to take that step back and make the assessment and realise, not yet, I need to put myself 100% into it. They're halfway there, absolutely halfway there. And those people, once they do on board, will succeed. If you're looking for excuses, and you'll know that you're doing that, if you're looking for reasons not to start or to argue against starting, then you should not. And if you think this is a fad and it's a quick fix, don't start. Simple as that. And that's it. That's what I say to everybody. And I do sound tough, and I do sound a bit more brutal and come across that way than I do in my other videos and blogs, I know. But this is something that I really want to see positive reactions to. I am sick and tired of seeing the gutter press in this country and around the world write negative things about such a healthy, happy lifestyle. And it's given me a brand new life, and I absolutely stand by everything that I say in terms of this lifestyle. It isn't a fad, it's a great lifestyle. It will improve your life, it'll give you a life that you never knew was possible. And what's bad about that? You tell me. Till the next time, I hope you have a fantastic week, and read the blog that came out on the weekend, which is about making time for yourself. And so it runs a little bit sort of along the lines of what we're talking about today. Keep the feedback coming through, keep the messages coming through, Keep enjoying, liking the post, loving the post, share them, let everybody know that we're out there. Let's get that community buzzing, let's get those positive vibes happening. Keep staying true to yourself, and we'll speak very soon.